So they'll be calling you a radical, so they're fixing the roof at Weber State. Red, what's more often than red roofing? Woo! Oh, I used to work for them old guys way back in the day. Both my grandsons play for Coach Red. One of the coaches, I mean. So, it sure isn't from crowd noise. They haven't blown the roof off this building in 20 years. There hasn't even been close to a sellout for 20 years. I mean, it's like when Willard was here, all we heard was Jimmer, Jimmer, Jimmer. It's like Weber State, the best kept secret in all of sports. Weber State basketball, football. Let's see, 6 guys in the NFL off one team, the 2018 team. But they'll run down to the University of Utah and watch a game there to watch these picked over LA players. They'll go pay $200 when you can pay 12 here or at the stadium. But it sure isn't from crowd noise. They haven't blown the lid off this freaking building since Jermaine Boyette was here. Since Harold Arson of the show. Since Eddie Gill was here. Since a Beglin. I mean, they used to get packed houses in 2002 when they went undefeated with that Jeremy Boyette team. Not since. Not even with the likes of Damian Lillard on the floor. You know, or I remember seeing Stevie Nicks right in here. It was open seating, so you get around there. She snorted cocaine. You could see her behind between sets. Oh, blew the lid off there. I saw Jethro Tull there. I saw Man at Work there. Party time, boys. It's a mistake. Alabama, I saw there. Good. I saw a lot of good shit. Well, how come they don't do that anymore? I take it back. Imagine Dragons was here. Oh, bummer. Lid didn't come off there. That was about as radioactive or radioactive. How come they don't have concerts in here anymore? When it was built for that. By the way, my auntie, uncle's building right there, the famous heart surgeon, Thomas. My auntie in 19, I was already at university when they built this. She says, Kevin, if you'll quit drinking, I drink so much beer, had all that long blonde hair. Girls and beer, girls and beer. By the way, the old Blanch plastering crew, I was just thinking about it. Another one passed away. So we did 10,000 jobs in this town. I had the same crew work for Kevin Blanch plastering for well over 30 years. 10,000, including the Children's Museum. The tree in the Children's Museum made a lot of plaster. That's my hand. I was a hands. Leukemia took that career away from me. There's only 2 of us left alive. Calvin died this year. Butch Chavez, the great, God, that dude was the best. Had a massive heart attack a couple years ago, died. Ledbetter got blown away in Wyoming, from what I understand. That one didn't surprise me. Grundy got killed in that fiery crash in Weber Canyon. Stopped traffic for 2 days. Whoa. Incredible Robin Hewitt. He was the toughest dude I ever knew. Remember the dude got run over by the train in the rail yard? He didn't even kill him, severed off one leg and almost cut the other, and he was still riding his bike around. That was the toughest dude I ever known in my life. Oh my God, that dude was tough. He was as tough as these red guys. Those two were tough, man. Whew, whew. Work or play for those guys. They're old school. Ogden. He died this year. Me and Stacy are the only 2 alive. Huh, I almost died. How come they don't have concerts in here? Remember all the great concerts in the day? So my auntie says, Kevin, if you'll quit drinking beer, you know, calm yourself down a little bit and get through. I was an honor student, 16. All that blonde hair, freaking. Had that Hawk and Trial, my first true love, my Hawk and Trial. Well, they took that away from me, cancer. I'll buy you a lifetime seat. They're selling them for $500 for a lifetime. For your life. Every event. You should see me. How long do I got to quit drinking? She kept her end of the deal. Not so much. So I had a lifetime seat in there. But apparently Weber State doesn't consider a lifetime. They expired them. What? Yeah, for real. but just loaded with, like I said, Fleetwood Mac in there, Men at Work in there, Alabama in there. Oh, how good was that Alabama concert? Holy shit, us long-haired freaking headbangers, we love those guys. You know, saw the Outlaws in there. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, it's a mistake. Men at Work, Fleetwood Mac, Jethro Tull, Aqualung, my friend. But the acoustics in there are built so magnificently. It's the most underutilized building in the world. For real, there's nothing. If you're not replacing the roof from noise, I haven't blown the roof off this in over 20 years. No one goes. They're too busy freaking running to Salt Lake to the shitty ass jazz and paying how much when you go. I remember when Lillard was playing here. I used to tell people there's some guys in Wendover gambling. Yeah, we're betting there. I said, why? It's free money. Got an NBA superstar freaking playing in this building. This is when he was a sophomore. I knew what I did play-by-play. It's like Weber State football. See Rashid Shaheed, Adam Rodriguez, Mr. Opeta, who broke the combine record right over there on the bar 225 by 9. Jonah Williams, local. How about TJ for the Bills pick? I'm the guy that had to throw fits and tell these idiots when he got the pick 6 in the playoffs that he played at Weber State. They didn't even know. They all played on the same team. 2018, 2017, 2019. You go to those games for what? $10? Like I said, Rashid Shaheed's the best player that probably that's ever played in the history of the state in the last 30 years. How about Jerry Carney? You seen what he does in Europe? Oh my God. The talent that plays in here at Weber. How about Cooper Cup? So sure isn't they're replacing the top on there. I talked to the guys and the bottom rim. Red's doing it, roofing. Well, his peasants are doing it. It ain't the same. There's no organic Ogdenites that are in the trades anymore. We're all gone. We got taken out. I used to say, well, when I had to outwork 5, 6 guys to keep Blanch plastering alive, I started taking chances. I could do it. When I had to outwork 10, I fell over here and broke my back. Every time. What they've done, they killed the trades. You should see the concrete on this freaking campus. It's so pathetic, it make you sick. Brand new concrete just coming apart everywhere. On the greenwashing bus, I mean, first they come for the Craftsman. They sure, most underutilized building in the world. You think I'm kidding? The merger of GE and Utah Construction in 1970. The water's curved. So, I want to get it. But they're working on it. Try to get another one tomorrow. Still waiting for Tim's videos to come through and shoot sea lions for eating salmon in Oregon. He's shot this morning. Killing Blanch doing all the dirty work. I'm a marine biologist in the high desert of Utah with a hawk and trowel in my hand. Boy, I miss it. That legendary crew, the Blanch Plaster crew. We wouldn't switch to the fake shit. We refused. We're like, fuck you. We're all good. We didn't even use a mixer. We do giant jobs. Literally truckloads of sand. Yesterday, I was at Home Depot making a sign, and there was a girl looking for some sand. Bags of sand this big. I says, Fife used to keep their freaking gate open on Sundays and let you load up anyone you want, all you wanted for free in your pickup. They didn't care. Best, cleanest, purest sand in the world. Scars all. We used to go through literally 2 dump truck loads of sand a day. A day. That crew of 9 guys without a mixer. Like we do. I wouldn't use a liquor mixer. We used hose. We'd literally wear out freaking holes in wheelbarrows. Wear out pairs of boots. I mean, literally. Put holes in wheelbarrows, Stacy and Jerry. They said, where's your mixer? I said, right there. That's how organic and old school we were. I look at my jobs across this valley and these fake Western ones and these pieces of shit I fought with. Oh, it's rubber. It'll last forever. And it's molded up pieces of shit just coming apart everywhere. I look at my old jobs, 40 years old, freaking thousands of them. Many, they're flawless. First, they come for the Craftsman. I have dozens of them on the campus. I mean, I got them every street, every freaking place. Davis, you can't go up and down the street that I don't have them on, and they're flawless. They're flawless. Some guy over here called me here just recently. He says, "Hey, we got a flashing problem on this thing, so we need to get through. I understand you did this work all them years ago." I says, "Yeah, maybe 30 years ago." I come by it, and he says, "We tried to get through your base coat." Oh my God. What did you use? I said, "That's cement. It's that clean, pure white sand from Brigham City, my grandpa's pit. Abraham Fonseca IV, the cleanest, whitest sand on earth. We hand mixed it, with that good La Habra plaster from La Habra, California. Cement. The organic's gone in this city. This city was so organic, so authentic, it was incredible. I was in Europe a few years ago. I was in Vienna, and this guy I was in Florence, Italy. There was a plaster job going on, and they were plastering. Every morning I'd visit with these guys. I visited. I was having coffee. They have their little coffee with the construction workers, and I know how to plaster. And they're like, finally they got tired of hearing me every morning. They're like, there ain't no American know how to plaster. Oh yeah, who do you think taught me? First and second generation Europeans. Hello, try me. Finally, the guy say, get up here. Had a mud board set up. Give me a big old blade. I think he was trying to trick me. He gave me a huge blade, but I used to like to use a huge one. Marshalltown used to make my hawks and trials. I would literally narrow them down that end on one end. It took me years to wear them out. At the end, when they quit Marshalltown, went out of business, we had these foreign-made pieces. I would literally go through a trial and a hawk in less than a week, for real. That's how much we spread. That's how much we move. It was so cheap, the junk, the whoop. Get up here. I got up there. He gave me that big old freaking blade, and across that board, and he's like, holy shit. I ain't never seen anything like that. You're from, yeah, born and raised in Ogden, Utah. What do you think? Who do you think this town is? It's old school artisan European immigrants. Hello. Hello. I'm seventh generation here, 200 years. The great, authentic, the artisan city. Oh, Ogden, Utah, the great Freudian city. The city was run by prostitutes for well over 150 years. I mean, that's an unarguable fact, the great Freudian. That's just the way it was. This city was something else, man. It was so full. The artisans in this city, till the last 30 years, they're all rolling in their graves. It's fucking sad. So they're replacing the roof. Not from noise. They haven't blew the lid off this fucking thing. They haven't had a sellout in this fucking thing in fucking probably 25 years since Arsenal and Kill. They don't fucking do it. When Damien played here, nobody came. They wouldn't know a Picasso that smacked them around their fucking head. Sad. This building is a fucking gem. Do not kid yourself. And I mean a gem. Acoustically, I remember Stevie Nicks talking about when they played here. Like the old Salt Palace was. Tear that down, build that big damn Larry Miller sickening drum. Fuck. What have they done to our place? They killed us artisans. They did Blanch plastering. The whole crew. I was just thinking, because I was thinking, Red's as old school as they get, but none of these guys are artisan guys. We know what the construction industry has turned into in 20 years. It's disgusting. It's the decadence of usury. It's pure usury. It's disgusting. The abuse of the labor in this way. This horrible abuse. It's sickening. Some of those guys on mine were making freaking $35 an hour 25 years ago. They were that good, plus bonuses. They were that skilled. They're incredible. They just freaking jerked the table out. No wonder they're all dead. Fuck. You fucking work your whole fucking life to be an artisan and perfect a fucking craft. Michelangelo, 500 years ago right now. The real art is not the fucking bow and violin. The true real art is the hawk and fry. That's why he's my favorite. Why are you such a great sculptor, Michelangelo was asked. Because my wet nurse came from a family of masons, and I don't mean these scumbag masons. I restored the 1905 mason. I hung from a rope for Randy Richards burning out. Hung from a rope, one guy, me, and I hand chiseled that whole thing. Put the whole thing in 1905. The Leslie Hudson masterpiece. Leslie Hudson rolling up his grave. They tear down his fucking work constantly. We say Pope. Say Pope. It's going to be the hottest fucking. They're saying that temperatures could go in Utah here, northern Utah, for over 100 for upwards of 20 consecutive days. Could break the all-time record in the Mojave. 131. So there they go, the Red Roofers. So I'll get a video of picking up tomorrow. So what the hell? What's that noise? It's a Russian woodpecker on a picnic. First they come for the Craftsman. I won't stop there. Oh, did they? What they have done to this fucking town. Repairing the roof. Sure for not the noise blowing the fucking lid off. Hasn't been a fucking sellout since I was a fucking kid. It's fucking sad. Most underutilized building in the fucking world. The event center, Weber State. Why don't they have concerts here anymore? It's a very good fucking question. Very good fucking question. Stay tuned.